Join us on a walk to the greenhouse and around the yard and in the garden as we pick flowers and berries and herbs to put in our homemade popsicles. The greenhouse is looking a little more cleaned up as the children help to pull out the grass and the weeds and trim back some of the dead plants that were in there. It seems like there's always more work that can be done in the greenhouse, but soon we will be back in here again, prepping for our fall and winter garden, where we grow greens all winter long through February. With our rose petals and bachelor buttons and lemon balm, it's time to head to the rest of the yard. I got easily distracted by these dandelions. They will make fabulous jelly. A few more petals off my favorite rose plant, and then we'll pick some blueberries to add to our basket of goodies for our homemade popsicles. Now it's time to have some fun in the farm kitchen. First off, we're going to start with a Pina Colada popsicle. I've got some pineapple here, some coconut milk, and we're going to add some apple juice to help with the base of this, if I could get the jar lid off. To sweeten this popsicle, we're going to use some maple syrup from Azure, just the right amount. And don't forget the coconut flakes to give it its truly pina colada-like flavor. Our popsicle base is blended and ready to go, and now it's time to add the flower petals to the molds to add a bit of beauty to our DIY popsicles. Now it's time to take our popsicle base and fill our popsicle molds. It's time to place the sticks in and then on to popsicle number 2. For popsicle number 2, we're making a lemon balm and blueberry. In goes the lemon balm and then the coconut milk. Next it's time to put the blueberries in that we picked from the yard. And then we're going to add some grape juice to this to help with its purple color. And we didn't quite have enough blueberries in the yard, so out comes some from the freezer. And don't forget the maple syrup for the sweetener. Now that this blueberry base is blended, it's time to add it to the silicone mold, and my smart daughter said, "Mom, it came with a funnel." So off we go. It's time to put the popsicle sticks in, and off to the freezer they go. Popsicle number 3 features tea. You knew we were going to have tea in here somewhere, didn't you? This one is our family's favorite, high desert hibiscus. While we like it iced, it turned out fabulous as a popsicle. But first, we have to let it steep. Let's count down, shall we? Now we're adding our hot teas to some honey so that the honey will dissolve, and we're going to use our hand mixer here to make sure it gets all incorporated well. In go the ice cubes to help cool it off super quick, and then we added some extra water, and we're going to fill up our popsicle molds here. These particular molds bring back childhood memories for me. Do they bring them back for you? Except for they don't have the high fructose corn syrup or the bright colored dyes, just the natural hibiscus color. With our popsicle molds filled, onto the baking tray they go, and into the freezer with the other ones. Well, with all of that, I worked up an appetite. How about we go to the garden for a quick snack? The nasturtiums don't look so great, but they're doing a good job being a deterrent for my cucumbers. Our popsicles are ready to come out of their molds. If they would come out of their molds, that would be great. Come out. Before we can enjoy them though, I need some pictures for our blog post. So I'm going to share a little behind the scenes here with you before we enjoy our popsicles. Finding just the right light can prove to be difficult in the spaces that we have in our house. Let's see how these turn out. The children opted for the push-up kind that they have never had before, if you can believe that, and watching them was pretty fun. Let's take a walk around the yard and a quick tour of the garden. Come walk with me and see what summer in the garden looks like. Just in the last week, there are pops of orange colors showing up in the garden, from these beautiful flowers to the sunflowers, and so many more things to start harvesting. Now that we've cooled down with our popsicle and it's later in the evening, it's time to get some work done in the garden, and that includes these yummy tomatoes. This climbing rose plant also needs to be put in order. It's time to give it a little haircut. Next on my to-do list is to deadhead some of these flowers. Last but not least, it's time to trim down this lavender. Don't forget to subscribe for more growing, creating, and sipping videos. If you enjoyed this video, you might also like this video here.